So every time I step in the ring, I know like I need to break the opponent.
Today's guest campaigns in the super welterweight division. He recently made a defense of and won the EBU European super welterweight title, Abass Baraou. How you doing? You all right?
I'm all good, thank you very much. Yeah, good to see you. It's been a while.
It's been a long, long while. And here's the thing, I've got to tell you, when you're dealing with a woman, we can't just jump on. We got to get face on, we got to do the hair.
No worries for that.
So yeah, we're here, we're ready to go, but we'll get back to you in a second. First of all, hold on. Congratulations on your title defense against Macaulay McCowan in Bolton, but we'll get back to you in a minute. Got to talk about some of the stuff in the news at the minute. It seems like everything's going crazy. WBC have endorsed Pacquiao to fight for the welterweight world title. Apparently, he's in negotiations to fight Mario Barrios. Do we want to see the legends like Manny Pacquiao back in the ring?
I don't know. Why not? He's a legend, and he has to decide for himself when it's over. And if he decides he can have a go, then he should go for it. Like,
I don't know how I feel about this. I absolutely love Pacquiao, but I just think sometimes enough's enough.
Yeah, true. I feel like everybody gotta decide it for himself. So, yeah, if Pacquiao says he's still fit, he wanna have a go, then he should do it.
Do you think, though, he's going to have that same magic he had, 5-10 years ago? Bearing in mind, obviously, our responses, our reaction time, everything changes as we get older, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably it would be a slight difference to it, but I feel like nowadays you have people training also at late age and still performing. So, and he's also very experienced. And if you do that for a long time, you just have a natural rhythm which you're gonna use each time, and it depends on his opponent how to expose it, because he could be like low quality that Pacquiao can deal with easy, or I guess we have to see what happens.
It can't be for the money, though. Surely Pacquiao has made loads and loads of money.
Yeah, I guess so. I think like once you're locked in, you're super focused and you have this rhythm, it's hard to just stay quiet and do nothing.
Yeah.
So maybe he's doing it for the tribe.
Do you think that he's just missing boxing?
Probably. I think I know why. I would miss boxing too if I was in his position. Yeah, maybe boxing is life. Maybe he's missing that.
Yeah. Talking of older boxers, did you see Sugar Ray Leonard on Instagram throwing hands? He's still got it,
Actually, yeah, not really have seen nothing of it yet. But of course, he's a legend. He will always have it.
Yeah. Yeah. Canelo Alvarez is set to make his return to the ring, and there have been rumors about a deal agreement with him versus Eubank. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? A lot of people were expecting the fight with David Benanis. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen at the minute. Eubank, what are your thoughts on that?
It's a good opportunity. It's a good fight. Eubank is a class boxer, and yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I think it's a good fight.
I think it is a great opportunity for Eubank, but we'll see what happens. Let's take it back. Let's take it right back. I know we spoke, like we said, about 4 years ago, and I'll drop a link to our interview from then. And we briefly talked about, obviously, your childhood and stuff like that. You were born in Germany, then you spent some time in Togo. What was it like spending those early years in Togo before moving back to Germany? How did those experiences influence you?
I think it was a great time. I had the opportunity to get the culture from Togo, growing up with my family around me, and it's a different mindset in Togo, and I think I still have it in me. I'm thankful for a lot of things, and I know also with hard work, you get to where you want to be, and also seeing good opportunities over here, and I appreciate every opportunity I get So I think this mindset is still in me, and it was very important for me to get.
I feel like a lot of immigrants, when they move somewhere, and there's always this idea that, everything's going to be handed on a plate to you when you move. Well, that's actually not the case. It's almost like you don't take these new opportunities for granted, do you?
Yeah, of course not, because I remember my how it is in Togo. It had a great there still, but like when I come here, I see the opportunity, the chances, how things are easier, and I know if I still have the mindset and work hard, I could achieve even more. And I think that's also what I have in boxing. So sometimes it's a bit too much, so because enough, it's never good enough. So I keep going. But yeah, I see the difference, and I appreciate every opportunity and every chance I get.
Can you elaborate slightly on the sometimes you were saying sometimes enough is not, was it enough? Can you elaborate on that for me?
Yeah, I think I want to achieve the highest possible, and sometimes you're so focused on perfection that you forget that you're actually doing better than yesterday. So, and yeah, sometimes I'm too locked in on that and can't see how far I come. And a good reflection is sometimes also good.
Is that part of though trying to make the most of your opportunities that, like you said, you end up running towards the next one without stopping breathing and basically taking in, like you just said, where you've come from and where you are now?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like having opportunities and or missed opportunities is the worst thing what can happen. And being able not to use your full potential is not good. And that's what I want to do. I know I have good potential. I want to fulfill it, and one day look back and say, okay, I've done the best I could done.
But you weren't only good at boxing, were you? You were also good at football, but what drew you to boxing in the first instance?
Yeah, I've tried many sports, also football, but like I feel like the real discipline and focus I got in boxing, and it suits me as well. I had so much energy in me. I wanted to let it out, and football didn't do the job, and it was too much chaos. But in boxing, you start early with the discipline, with the focus, and you have to be, locked in. And I feel like that's what I needed, and that's what I need in my life. So I chose the path of boxing.
So you were a really talented amateur, and we've spoken, briefly. I think we spoke off camera about some of the racism that you encountered in Germany. So how did you cope with the racism, and how did it impact your boxing career?
I feel like I've had to deal with it early, and at the beginning, I was kind of sad about it, and then I learned to fight back and became a little problem. So since I've come across boxing, I wanted to be a gentleman, a sportsman. So I had to deal different with it, like kind of smile back towards the racism. But yeah, my first encounter was fighting back, and that's how also I got into a lot of fights before my boxing career. So when I come across boxing, it was all about being a champion, being a sportsman, and that was my way out to deal also with racism and and all the stuff. Yeah, I faced a lot of things, but I feel like I find a good way to deal with it. And yeah, I still see it somewhere, but I feel like I have a healthy way with it now.
Do you essentially think that it was just a way of channeling? I don't want to put words into your mouth, but possibly the anger.
Yeah, maybe, but I think like my character is anyway like I full joy in me, and I have a lot of energy as well. Yeah, maybe also boxing helped with a lot dealing with new things. I came new to Germany, was facing. I didn't know which path I'm gonna take, and I know I want to do something good. And yeah, like the racism threw me off for a little moment, but yeah, coming to boxing and finding a path, or seeing also the other guys in the gym similar to me, if they were Arabic or Turkish or also from Africa. seeing how it gets done that you can be a good sportsman, a champion. Yeah, maybe I took that path and deal with everything I was facing as a teenager.
Is it difficult to understand what is going on around you when you're a young person?
Yeah, probably it was new to me, but I somehow knew I would be all right. So I wasn't worried. I just needed to find a way. And yeah, once I knew what I want to be or what how I want to deal with it, it became easy. Also, like when I went to some places and I faced racism, I knew like, okay, you can't touch me because I know like how I want to be. So yeah, it was a good way to deal with it, I think.
Did it have any impact at all on any of the opportunities? I know that you boxed at a high level. Was there, any time that it prevented you from taking part in any competitions or, just basically getting to the heights that you wish you had gotten to in the amateur scene?
Yeah, probably. I don't know, because once I stopped looking at the whole thing as racism, so I was just like thinking things are unfair or towards me. I don't want to put the racism card always. So I always feel like I had to fight double as hard as my opponent or do extra work. But and I've done it. So every time I step in the ring, I know like I need to break the opponent. I don't know, maybe racism, maybe because of me, but I didn't care. So and I was ready to be stronger because I know it will help me in life as well. So yeah, there were situations where I had to, or I knew always like I need to perform extra good to get along. I wasn't sad about it because I know like it would bring good with it. So yeah, I think also that's maybe this whole experience make me also strong till to this day to do also many decisions like this.
Our parents always say that we have to work doubly hard, and I guess that we learn that from a really young age. What's it like though to have your foot effectively in two cultures? Because it's the same. I'm British, but obviously, when you have West Indian parents, African parents, you're gonna have those differences, aren't you? How difficult was that for you to navigate those two worlds, the Togoan world and the German world?
Yeah, I won't say it was difficult. I won't say I had any issues with it. Yeah, like I grew up with my mom. Like when I was before the boxing, when I was like fighting kids too much on the street and or in the school, she was angry. I didn't want her to be angry, but I had also to deal with the with the other stuff in the school. So I've tried to balance it out. So as soon as I started boxing, I knew she wouldn't be worried again, but she thought in her head it would become more and more. But I knew boxing was the right way, and I knew I would find peace with it. So yeah, as soon as she's found out, and she was very supportive, and yeah, I don't think like yeah, we just made our own way, right? Like maybe that's the Togo and German way to it. Yeah, but I wouldn't like make any difference at all.
Do you think effectively your mum was the main influence as to why you decided to channel your, into a positive field and get involved in boxing rather than go the other way? And
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, because I know she done like a lot, or she was worrying a lot, or even when I had trouble, or she had to come to school because I fight. I didn't want to like. It's not good like for our African mindset. When your parents come to school, your mom comes to school because you done something. It's like a shame, and I don't want to put her in this position. So when I know like okay, I'm stopping the street fights and all of that, I'm into boxing now. I know I was happy for her not to be in this position anymore because she could be proud and all that. But she thought it would get worse because I'm at boxing now. I'm gonna fight the whole Germany. She thought, but I know I was disciplined and she learned that as well. And one day I had some bad fight at boxing, and I just was messing around and I lost the fight, amateur fight, and I came home and I was so angry with myself, and I wanted to quit. And I told her, you know what, I'm gonna quit. I don't like this boxing because I was so angry with me. I could have won the fight easy, but I was just messing around. And my mom, she basically told me, now you can't stop. Now you started it, and you gotta be patient with it. Your time will come and everything. And then I realized, okay, she's supporting me. She believes in it, so it was easy to stick with it. I think at this moment I made like a big decision for my whole life. Yeah, that was also part of my mind.
You talk about patience, and your mum saying you have to be patient. I think that you are one of these boxers that have been hiding like in plain sight. You won the IBO Continental Super Welterweight title in 22, but I think your coming out party was against Sam Eggington for the vacant EBU title. What's something that surprising that you've learned about yourself in the last couple of years?
I don't know. I would say that I can be patient as well because I don't like being patient, but like I think if it's for the right moment, it's worth it. And yeah, I think also that was like my where I put myself on the map. And yeah, winning the European title, it's a big thing. And it was a long way to go, hard way to go. And I know I'm the man for it, and I know like it's a whole journey still coming. And yeah, it got the hopes up again. Yeah, I would say that.
The fact that you're willing to kind of move to take opportunities. So when I first met you, obviously you were dipping your toe into training with Adam Booth, you were with Josh Kelly, Harlem, Michael Conlon, and then you seem to be getting some sort of term. Then late 2023, you announced you were training under George Rubio in Miami. You know, why Miami and why Rubio?
Like since I moved to the UK, things weren't going as I wish. I feel like my career came at the hold. I was fighting once a year, and also because of the COVID situation and all of that, and I wasn't in a good position at all. Yeah, I was being patient for a long time, trying to catch a good opportunity, which I was ready for. Things weren't working as I wish. I had also some injuries, shoulder injuries. So for me, the whole like I had good experience. I made also good friends over there, but my boxing career, I feel like it was a nightmare. And I just went one day to the gym, and I wasn't feeling good at all. And that's not a situation to be in the gym, and I didn't like that feeling. So I made the decision to go back to Germany and to figure out a new plan because it wasn't working for me. So I always wanted to come to the US and see how boxing is here. Like, 'cause obviously, boxing has go down in Germany. That's why came to the UK. UK wasn't working. I thought like I can't go back home now because there's nothing for me. So I was like, okay, like I had a good gym in the UK. I don't know any other gym which I'm gonna join or whatsoever. And I was like, yeah, let me make the big jump and see if it's gonna go. So either I take a big risk, either it's gonna be it or not. I'm gonna find out, but that's one thing that I have to do. So I came in touch with my now manager, Paul Gibson. He brought me in touch with George Rubio. I came right away. And a big influence in that is also Michael Conlan because he was coming to Miami as well. He recommended Rubio and Paul as well. So yeah, he had a good eye on it. So I came here and I got along very easy, very quickly, and I was learning as well. I like his way of teaching and his experience as well. So I was like, okay, so Miami, be it.
Apart from the weather, obviously, you know, you seem to have hit a sweet spot now in your career as well. Can you see yourself, you know, continuing just to stay in the States now, or would you like to actually at any time go back and fight in a big stadium in Germany?
Yeah, of course, I want to fight in a big stadium or having big fight, big opportunities. But yeah, like I feel like now's the time. I'm young. I need to use my opportunities, and if I have to, like, if I got the best opportunities here to train and to get better here in the US, I'm willing to stay and do so. So I think like this is the peak of my career, and I'm willing to do everything to make the best out of it.
I mean, it's a massive thing for somebody to move once for their career, but twice. I actually really commend you. What advice would you give to anybody that is trying to make their way in their career? And it doesn't necessarily have to be boxing, but trying to make their way in their career. And well, what advice would you give them in order to get to the place where they need to be?
It's different for everybody, I would say, but for me, it was definitely like I was patient. I was just trying to make it work. I was just trying to make it work, and I was willing to do whatever it takes. And if it needs to move or do some changes, I'm willing to do so. And I feel like in my whole career, I've been doing this, like moving to get better or do whatever it takes. So, and moving is like the easiest part because in camp, like I feel like boxers in camp, we are dying to get better. We're like trying everything. As long when you focus, you want to make it work from everywhere. So yeah, I've been doing this my whole life. I feel like even as an amateur, I was moving a lot. So I think like that's why it's easy somehow.
And how easy is it for you to kind of find a home? Obviously, you hooked up with a trainer, and so you kind of inserted yourself in a gym, and like you said, you find that part the easy part. But what's it like to sort of find a home, get settled in, or do you just turn up with your bags and they sort it out for you?
Nah. I have to do it myself. I feel like I haven't realized it yet because I feel like my mind is just like on the next thing. One day I will have a good reflection, but that, like I said, I'm just trying to make it work, and I don't know if it feels like home yet, but like for me, it's right away because I know I'm gonna do good work here. So, and I think like most people also say like Miami's a big distraction or whatsoever, but I somehow doesn't see it that way because I know I'm locked in because I want to make it work, right? So like I see the coach, I see the training schedule, and that's the focus I have here.
When they talk about Miami being a distraction, I'm guessing they mean partying and stuff like that. How easy is it for you to kind of stay away from that? Are you a party person outside of boxing, or are you really somebody that's not interested in that lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean, I like going out with friends whatsoever, but like I could be everywhere in the world when it's time for camp. It's time for camp. Like I like go to the gym early, fresh, go home, rest a bit home, play a bit PlayStation or whatsoever, and go back when it's time off days. And here I use the beach. I go to the beach and relax, stuff like that, or have the massage and stuff. I would do that everywhere as well. But it's good also here in Miami when it's sunny and you can go to the beach. I guess I guess it's nice.
I think you've answered my next question, which was, how does it differ from this cold, horrible country? The beach is the one.
Yeah. Now in the UK, like on off days, I used to like go to Central or go to museums and like spend my times like that. So, and here I guess it's the beach or whatsoever, but the focus is the main part and it's always on.
It feels like your mindset has shifted, or dare I say, gotten even stronger than it already was. Just making that move to Miami and seeing those changes in your career. Would I be correct in thinking that? Do you feel like something's different? There's momentum now.
Yeah, definitely, because I feel like I made the right choice since I've said, okay, I need to cut it now with the UK. It wasn't working. I feel like since then I've made the right choices and got my career back on moving and the training and everything. And if that means I have to be in Miami now, so be it. But yeah, I'm confident. For me, the main part is to make it work. I faced like those, let's say, 3 years of inactivity and all of the stuff, and being patient was the main key. And I feel like I've gone through all of that now. It makes me somehow stronger. So
During those, difficult times, when, you know, they're obviously going to be testing, you know, 3 years is a long time to be sort of waiting on the fringes. Who was your mentor? Who did you go to in those times to kind of talk you off a ledge?
Nobody really. Like you speak here and there a little bit with the friends or with the guys from gym, Harlem, make who are around, all the like you got Paul Forrester and Charlie Pete from the gym. Those are like the family I've got in the UK. Yeah, you speak here and there a little bit. They were seeing what was going on, but yeah, you have to do your own. Yeah, yeah, you have to figure out ways.
What is the best advice any mentor has given you throughout your boxing career?
I would say my first coach done a good teaching. He showed me to be patient, and yeah, I don't know what comes to my mind is now. He said when you like, I remember once I lost a fight and I was like quiet the whole time, and he told me you done it good, like, 'cause when you're angry, never speak or something like that, and it stick with me. What that was, I would say. Or also my coach in Berlin, he told me to sometimes I have to fight like a professor, something like that. It's stupid, but like when I think now, those are the things which come to my head.
What do you think he meant by fight like a professional? Do you mean stylistically or just mentally have a different mindset?
I think I I kind of like have like this energy or this aggression sometimes, and I use it in fight. And fighting like a professor, it means like that I can be very good technical as well. So I need to use that more and put my aggression in my tactic and not just like burst it out.
You obviously been through a lot in the last couple of years, or should I say, what is the most difficult part of being a boxer?
Mm, maybe I don't know. Maybe the discipline, maybe, or being patient, waiting for opportunities. Because sometimes you're in the gym and you don't have no goals to where you're heading, but you still need to turn up every day and stay ready. And in this small loop you're finding yourself, it's like it will never end. Like, yeah, I feel like then to keep the focus and the discipline of like staying patient does challenge you the most because I've been in this situation and I was just like turning myself in a circle until I needed to start to do new adjustments. But yeah, that's definitely the because it's frustrating, but you can't like stop and go somewhere and cry about it. You have to keep working. And I thought also like it was the worst thing. Like I couldn't take a break as well because I didn't want to rest. I didn't want to enjoy myself because I want to do something and I'm not doing anything. And it was crazy.
It's funny because you're not the first person who's said that to me, that when they're waiting for an opportunity, it's almost like they don't want to take a break just in case. So they're always in a kind of performance mode. They're always in camp. And yeah, that can't be healthy.
You don't want to rest as well because you haven't accomplished anything. So it may like I couldn't take time off because I'm used to my time off after I've done something.
And the balance now, are you able to find the balance?
I don't know because I'm always on the gas, especially now with the opportunities I have, and with the European also number two WBA. I've just came all out of a long waiting time, and I feel like once I have the momentum, I want to keep it going as long as possible. I can rest after a big thing, but I feel like my tank is still full, so I want to see how far it goes before it break.
And what is the best part of being a boxer?
Best part, like like I said, boxing it's like it's life, and you're able to use your talent and make it like your dream job. You know, you like you're always in action. You know, or also like the moment you walk into the ring and you're ready to put your performance on and you're fighting, you're a warrior. You you can get the best thing out of yourself. You can get it out there. And I think like boxing says a lot about you and the person you are, and to be able to express this is a big gift, I think.
So obviously you're going to be looking to move on to world honors. Who do you consider like your biggest competitor at the minute?
They are all big competitors. Like I think like this weight class, you got a lot of movement, a lot of class guys in the top guys, and I think any opportunity I get, it will be a good top fight. So I'm looking on all of the guys. Crawford has a fight upcoming, my weight class against Madrimov. Virgil Ortiz is there. Team Zeus in the weight class, a lot of tough guys, and those are the challenges I want to work to.
In some respects, I know how frustrating the whole layoff has been, but in some respects, does it benefit you because you haven't got miles on the clock? So that when you are able to take these opportunities, because let's be fair, you've been looking like just seamless, just you've got loads in the tank, like you said, you are super fit, your timing, everything is on point. So every jigsaw piece seems to be coming together. So do you think it's been the positive has been I don't have miles on the clock like some of these other guys.
Um, Yeah, maybe. I don't see it that way, but yeah, maybe that's a good point. But and I just know like what I'm able capable of now, and I know like there's still ways to the top, and I feel like with the right fight, I will be able to bring everything out of myself, and just to know that I'm capable of that give me a big confidence, and I can't wait to the opportunity to prove that and show that.
And is that when you're most productive, when you have a big opportunity in front of you? Is that when everything seems to just click in and all the other noise just disappears for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think like bigger the challenge, the bigger the reward it is. It's not like I've trained. I take every up very seriously, but I feel like the bigger the challenge is, the bigger you have to go into it and to dig deeper. I feel like with the big opportunity, I will be able to do so.
It's exciting. You're just looking at the last couple of fights. You can see that something great is on the horizon. You really can, and you really do deserve it. I have to mention it because it's just all in the news at the minute. The whole Ryan Garcia situation 2 days ago, I think the WBC or the president of the WB, he expelled Ryan Garcia for any activity with the organization because of some racial slurs that he made. Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts on Ryan Garcia? Is it mental illness? Is it somebody who has just not been held accountable for his actions?
To be honest, I have no idea, and it doesn't really bother me. I don't know what's going on with Ryan Garcia, only he knows. And I think it's entertaining, a lot of things he's doing, and he's trying to entertain people or whatsoever. But I have give it up a long time ago to make sense of that. So it just bypassed me. And yeah, I think only they will know. It doesn't really affect me. That's why I can easily say, okay, I don't care. I would say both, even if it's real or whatsoever, the right people will deal with it, and I don't think like there's much I can do to that. And it's not like he's my friend. I don't know him to text him and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" Also, so it's on him, right? And he's been making a lot of noises, and yeah, it can be entertaining, it can be this or that, but I don't like to wrap my mind around the things like that. It's his thing, right?
You don't care because you think it's entertainment and it's not real, or you just, is that just your way of dealing with, yeah, dealing with this kind of stuff?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, also before its last fight, it was kind of go crazy and everybody was rolling along with it, and now it has become more. I feel like if it was very serious, somebody would have stopped it, or like I feel like everybody's entertaining, and um, like it's not like my position to be part of it.
Just briefly, you talk about it's on him. Do you honestly think that he is mentally well? And and if he isn't mentally well, shouldn't somebody step in and, you know, take the kid aside and give him a talking to?
Yeah, maybe.
And there is a part of me that does feel for the kid. I'm not sure that he is being well looked after. Yeah. So, in the future, can you ever see yourself, you know, assisting in any way? You know, obviously you're on your own journey at the minute, but can you see in the future you assisting and making any sort of change on the German boxing scene?
Yeah, of course. Like Germany is my heart. I grew up there, and it's kind of sad to see how the boxing has faded. And of course, that would be a dream for me to bring some attention back to Germany, as I know also we got many talents in Germany. And yeah, it's sad that it's just like went down. So, but if I ever be in the power to make any changes, I will do it right away. And but as you said, I'm on my journey first. I'm gonna focus on that, and when the time comes on the right moment, so I can make changes, I will do it immediately.
Yeah, what advice would you give to young and aspiring boxers who look up to you and want to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, I would say work hard, forget all the social media, and your reward will come when it comes. Don't look for it. Just keep working hard and keep going. Like it will be worth it. I feel like we got a moment now where everybody's looking for reward in everything they're doing, or like to be noticed. It's kind of good, but like it's better when you just focus on the hard work and on your path. It will come. It will be worth it. Just believe in yourself and keep going.
You're a testament to that. I mean, it is one of those things that unfortunately social media does play a massive part. But I totally agree with you. It'd be great if they could just shut themselves off and just hustle. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, because once they get attention, I feel like many young fighters is distracting and it's also dangerous because you can lose yourself into it. And yeah, just focus and enjoy the intention, but keep going.
Listen, it's absolute pleasure to talk to you again. Brilliant that everything is now starting to align for you.
Thank you, Jackie.